In this video, I'm going to be talking about the three things that I believe are holding back most men from accomplishing their dreams, living their best life, fully actualizing themselves, and just being free, living in abundance, and all that good jazz. First on our list, and I recommend you stay to the end, because a lot of these you probably don't want to hear, but they're true, and you're going to need to hear it. The sooner the better, so you can start acting on them, reflecting on them, and start fixing up your life in whatever shape, or form. First on the list, loust, is fear. Fear is a scary one because it literally can prevent you from just becoming the man you've always dreamt of, and it could lead you down a route where you're 40 years old having a midlife crisis, freaking the F out, thinking, how did you get here? How did I get here living in my mom's basement drinking Mountain Dew? How did I get here working this boring job, this soul-sucking job that I absolutely hate? How did I end up here in this sexless marriage there where my wife doesn't love me and I'm just being used? How did I get here? Those types of questions is because you were just too afraid, right? Generally speaking, fear will lead you down that route because you're afraid to take risks, you're afraid to change, you're afraid to say no, you're afraid to say yes, you're afraid to take the path least taken. And so really, whatever it is that you're afraid of, and I battle with this to this day as well, whether it's, with meeting new people or new endeavors or learning new skill sets, it's always going to be in our rock and our shoe, but you have to tighten your relationship with fear and get a hold over that beast, because it can be very powerful if you use it to your advantage, and it can be the death of you if you let it run you and you let fear use you, right? So fear, get over it. And not that get over it, but conquer it by not being afraid, but by acting through the fear, pushing through the fear. It's okay to be afraid, right? Whether you have stage fright and you're giving a presentation, or you're going on your first date, or you're that new job, or you're quitting your job and switching industries, or whatever these new things are, they're always loaded up with a lot of fear, and it's scary, and it's okay. You just have to be courageous, and you just have to do the right thing regardless of how scared you are. Courage doesn't mean you don't feel fear. It means you do the right thing in spite of how you feel, and that's what courage is, right? So be grateful for your fear. Secondly, friends. This one can make or break you. You keep the wrong people around you. You just watch yourself slowly turn into them. You watch yourself slowly just becoming like them, thinking of the same things, desiring the same things, not really going down a route of becoming who you want to be. You just can't help but to feed off of them. It's just human psychology, right? Network is net worth. So the people you keep around you can often make or break you. You want to be very, very perceptive of who's around you, what influence they have. You want to keep the right people around you. This goes for your family, friends, whatever it may be. They make or break you. They can either be very supportive, helping, to challenge you in certain ways, to help you really gain conviction in your own beliefs, and just be amazing, supportive people who have your back. Or they could be backstabbers. They could be people who aren't going to really be there when push comes to shove, people who always beat you down when you make mistakes. The people that you keep around you they got to be on your same wavelength. They got to share your values. They got to see hope for the best and want to see you win. Those are the kinds of people you want in your corner. And oftentimes the people who are kind of in between are the scariest ones, because they're not like so obviously negative that you're like, I want to stay away, but you have a hard time finding the positives. And so you really need to sometimes make some hard decisions there. It doesn't mean cut them out of your life completely, but you just kind of might have to, not hang out with them every day. Start changing that dynamic for the betterment of yourself. Last on the list, we went over fear, we went over friends, and last on our list is, and you guys aren't going to like this, but it's the truth, it's money. Not getting your finances down it takes away so much opportunity away from you. I know this is probably something you hear the opposite of like, you shouldn't be concerned about money. Don't worry about money when you're young. Like, just go get life experience. And I agree to that to a certain extent. But I recall so many times when I was younger, like, I wanted to just have a party phase or be able to live in a poppin' city area to really explore to explore dating and to explore, all this other stuff, and go out a bunch and like just immerse myself and enjoy those freedoms, or like travel and going wherever you want to be and doing what you truly want to do. If you don't have finances down, you're always going to run into this issue. And this is what I ran into of like, I'd go to my friend's place on the weekend in Toronto. We'd have a kick-ass time, and then we'd take like 5 days off of work or something and to just really enjoy it to the max. And then we'd always be depressed after of like, oh, it comes to an end and now we got to go back to like our shitty jobs. It's the worst feeling, it sucks, dude. And you're going to limit so much opportunity, and you're going to limit your freedom in the future if you are constantly just not doing the work to upgrade your finances. Like, you need to get it down. Like, I wish someone was there earlier in my life saying, get the money game figured out as soon as possible, because it allows you to get the best fitness coach. It allows you to get the healthiest foods. It allows you to go and get your blood work done. It allows you to get the best no-fap coach in the game. It allows you to go, get a dating coach to help you with cold approach. It allows you to live in the best places in the world. It allows you so much. You can't even comprehend it. You don't even understand how powerful and how much opportunity. It doesn't mean that money is the end all be all. It doesn't mean that the meaning of life is money. But so many of our problems often will come down to money, and money would speed up the solutions and help us a lot in achieving a life of freedom. So those are the things that I think are holding back a lot of guys. Obviously, there's more, like bad habits, the internet addictions, video game addictions, junk food addictions, pornography addiction. There's all that as well. But I think underneath all of those, surface level vices and trauma, what's really going to hold you back on a more macro level as a guy are those fears. And what's going to keep you in a lot of bad habits is keeping the wrong people around you. And what's going to keep you in a crappy mindset are the people around you. Are they calling you out, or are they, keeping you in a more sloth-like, complacent, peasant life? Like who's around you, winners or losers, right? And are you improving yourself financially? I don't mean go and make $1 million tomorrow, but do you have some sort of game plan over the next 5, 10, 15 years? Are you the entrepreneurial type, or are you, going to be a working man? Figure these things out, because it's just going to allow you to enjoy your 30s, enjoy your 40s. The last thing you want to do is like, you're in your 40s and you're a cashier. That's so depressing, dude. Like, as a man, as you get older, the expectations by the time you're 30 and 35 is you figured life out. You don't want to be like an infant in those ages. You don't want to be like living with your parents in those ages. You just don't, especially if you're male. It's going to limit you, and people are not going to treat you as like a professional. So you have to start thinking like a professional now. I don't care how, the younger the better. The younger the better. Start acting like a professional now. That's my 2 cents. Those are the 3 things I think are holding a lot of us back, and we should be figuring out. Anyways, thanks for watching. Just want to put this out there. I love you guys. Drop a comment down below what other videos you'd like me to do, and smash up that like button for the algorithm, and I'll see you on the next one. Peace.